Daniel Suarez and Ross Chastain are with us. We won't roll straight into, I won't give an opening question. We're going to roll straight into questions just to maximize the time that we have. So we'll start up front with Greg. Go ahead, Greg.
Morning, gentlemen. Greg Engel with Forbes. I'm working on a kind of a profile of Justin and his management style. So I'm wondering, you guys have been with different teams before, and you've had different bosses and things. How do you see Justin Marks' management style different from other experiences that you guys have had?
Well, for me, he's a race car driver, and he's an owner, and he's a very, very smart business person. So I think that the combination of these points are making him very successful in what he's doing at Trackhouse. I think that also the fact that he thinks a lot outside the box. He's not concerned or scared of going right when everyone else is going left. So I really like that about him. He's doing definitely a great job with Trackhouse. I think he's not just building a powerhouse in Trackhouse, but he's also building a brand. And that's exactly what he told me, actually, when Trackhouse was only on a piece of paper. So, it's pretty nice to be involved with people that are putting their thoughts and ideas into reality.
Yeah, he's a race car driver, first and foremost, in my mind. But as I've gotten to know him over the past decade or more, and know his family, but truly get to know them on a personal basis now. When you meet his mom and dad, and you hear stories of his childhood, and they're just proud of what he's doing, because he always had this love for racing, and now he's not just a race car driver anymore, like I know him to be. He's taken this idea and been successful owning the team, and I can't imagine what that's like, stepping back from being a race car driver and kind of letting go of the wheel in literal physical terms, hiring guys to drive your cars and you overseeing all this other stuff now, but he's knocking it out of the park.
All right, additional questions? Okay, Zach in the back.
Zach Sterniolo with NASCAR.com. Daniel, obviously you're on the cut line now heading into this weekend. How has your approach changed between Sunday and today, understanding that you might be a little bit more vulnerable heading into this elimination race?
In my mind, it doesn't. Nothing has changed. I don't know if you're thinking about the William Byron situation, but honestly, for me, I don't care. That's something that I can't control. He can be 20 points below or 20 points above, and I don't care. I can only control one car, and that's the 99 car. And for me, honestly, right now to before the whole point situation that happened to them, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. The only thing it changed is a position, but points-wise, is exactly the same. So we just have to go out there and do our thing. We have a very, very good program when it comes to road course stuff. We have showed that in the past. We have to go out there, have fun, and do things no different than any of the road course stuff that we have done. I think that, yeah, definitely we're not in a comfortable position like some of the other guys. But I think we're going to be good. I do believe that putting ourselves in this position, heading into a road course, I see this as an opportunity. I don't see this as a wild card like many other drivers see it. So I think we're going to perform well, and I think we're going to be able to do our thing this weekend and maintain ourselves in the good side of the points.
All right, any final questions? Okay, we'll go to Lee.
We have two intermediate tracks coming up with Las Vegas and Homestead. I'm not sure which one of you guys or if both of you tested at Homestead, but where do you feel your intermediate program is right now?
Strong. We both tested at Homestead. He had the first day, so I got his old used up race car he had hit the wall with like 17 times, and then I went out and hit it 17 more. You know, that test was an opportunity to just go and Trackhouse was very upfront with us that they would rebuild the car between the 2 days and throughout the day if we needed to, and we both went and put a big emphasis on, you know, truly not caring. And I went out the very first run of the second day of the test and spun out and was totally fine and like just put tires on it, keep going, and that's just not been the case this year. And it's tough to do that, you know, with a 20-minute practice, put yourself at risk on that, you know, over the edge. So, you know, driving in here today, I've been in here since the World 600, but just having flashbacks of how competitive we were. So to that question, like, I feel like we had 2 cars that could have won the World 600, and yeah, full confidence moving forward into the next 2 weeks. Like our cars are strong.
How different did the new car feel at Homestead?
Yeah, for me, it had more grip than anything I'd ever felt. Just a better balance, and I think our car had a better balance than the other cars that we're testing than some of them. You know, we were there was a couple of us that seemed to stand out, but for me, in the trucks and Xfinity and Cup cars that I've driven there, it was the best driving car I'd ever had.
All right, we're going to go to Dustin, and then I have to wrap. So sorry, guys, we're not going to get everyone in. Go ahead, Dustin.
Dustin Long, NBC Sports, for both of you, but certainly Ross, obviously you mentioned last week that after the race you speak for yourself and don't have others necessarily speak for you in terms of the safety issues. Going to have the meeting here soon. What are you looking to get out of that? What are the questions and issues that you're kind of on your mind that you hope to have answered? And same thing for you, Daniel, as well, please.
I'll be listening, you know, in the meeting. That's just it's a room of men and women that I still have a lot to learn from. So I'll be doing a lot of listening, and there's no specific things I'm looking to get out of it. We'll just keep pushing the safety front forward. We can always be safer, and there's pinpointed, real efforts happening day to day that are going to make our sport safer, and I'll just be in there learning.
I mean, for me, it's pretty much the same thing. I think Ross mentioned it perfect. You know, we have to go out there and do most of the listening because, I mean, let's face it, we are race car drivers, but we're not, you know, safety people. So the only thing that we know is that it hurts when we wreck. Well, that's all we know. So there's a lot of smart people working very, very hard to make these cars better and better. And I'm sure we're gonna get there. We just have to work together. You know, we have to remember and remind ourselves that we're in the same boat on here in this journey. So if we're still fighting with each other, we're gonna go nowhere, and the boat's gonna go down. So we have to continue to work and get this boat moving forward.
All right, Daniel, Ross, thanks for spending some time with us. We wish you both the best of luck this weekend.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.